I can't believe we're back talking about Osimhen again. I actually thought that this whole Osimhen thing would have been done. Either he was staying back at Galatasaray, going back to Napoli, or Saudi bound.
Hmm.
What is going on with Osimhen and Chelsea at this point?
Uh, just rumors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, a journalist out of Turkey today came out and said Osimhen is taking his time. He's waiting for
Mm.
offers from England.
Okay.
Do you get? And the journalist just put it there and said, "Oh, if Chelsea moves for him,
Mm-hmm.
then Galatasaray will move for Nicholas Jackson."
So Galatasaray want Nicholas Jackson.
Yes, but they only move. They've tried moving for Osimhen.
Yeah.
Osimhen has not said anything with regards their proposal.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it's a case of, to be honest, at this point, we all expected that he should have just joined the Saudi club
Mm-hmm.
and get
Saudi
the
Pro
bag.
League. Yeah.
Yes, get the bag.
I
But
don't
this,
understand his
yeah,
motivations. Like,
yeah,
are
this,
you really trying to come to Chelsea to try to compete for Champions League football? Is that what you're trying to do?
the
Or is
thing
it
is
a
that
case where, like,
Chelsea does not want to pay him the salary. That's the
so why not
problem.
go to where the money is at? Like,
Yeah, maybe
why
he's,
stay in this limbo? Because he feels like he's in between a lot of things. So
yeah.
what does he want to do?
So it could be that his reps are like saying, okay, guy, just
Yeah.
wait it out, and let's wait for an offer from England. But
Okay.
now, where is the offer going to come from?
Mm-hmm.
You want to play Champions League football. You
Yeah.
want big salary.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? You want big salary. You want to
Yeah.
play in Champions League.
Yeah.
There are very
Mm-hmm.
few clubs, and you now maybe you want to play in England. There are
Mm-hmm.
very few clubs that can give you that. Man City is out of it. Newcastle has Isak.
Yeah, they don't, unless they're selling Isaac, they kind of
Yes,
don't
they
need a
don't need
striker.
him. Uh Man U doesn't have Champions League.
Yeah, he could still go to
Liverpool,
Man U. So to
Liverpool,
be,
does he fit in Liverpool?
he's, I don't think so.
Okay, so that's the thing.
I don't know. I don't know what kind. I don't know what is it. To me, a
Mm,
Liverpool player or a Liverpool
yeah,
forward is one that is versatile in many roles.
yeah,
Like a Liverpool nine is techy enough to play as a nine, as a
yeah,
false nine, and as a winger.
yeah,
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like
yeah,
one of the nine that we had, even Nunes, which we say is our nine, is our traditional type of nine. I
yeah.
still feel like Nunes himself could still even play on the wings. He could still cause some
Even
chaos.
he's even good on the wings.
There are so many things he added
Yeah,
to his game. There
yeah,
are so many aspects of his game in general that you look at and you're like, damn, Nunes isn't too bad. Yeah,
exactly.
Isak definitely. Isak fits at Liverpool. Isak fits well at Liverpool. When you think of a striker at Liverpool,
Yeah,
you think of like an Isak. So why? So that's why I feel like that Etiquette. I can't pronounce his name.
Ekitike.
Hugo Ekitike. I
Yeah,
felt like since you guys said he was, I've not done the eye test. I only know
yeah,
the stats. I've not done the eye
yeah,
test on Hugo Ekiteke. But
yeah.
when you guys said like he's similar in profile to Isak,
Isak.
in my mind,
That's
I'm like,
what
okay,
people rate him as. That's what people are
exactly,
thinking, right?
exactly. That type of striker that you're
Yeah,
techie, you can score, but you
yeah,
can also like fit into these very different roles. That's what
yeah.
I think fits at Liverpool. I don't think Osimhen is a good fit for us.
Yeah, so that's the thing. I don't know, and that's the thing, right? Chelsea basically does not want to go near the player.
Near Osimhen.
Yes, it's obvious. They
Why?
don't want to because they've had the discussion before.
Is that
On
what is going to be different?
salaries is sticking point.
Exactly. What's going to be different this time around when it
There's
comes to
nothing
talking
going to
about
be
salaries?
different. He wants 300 and something. Chelsea is not going to give him that.
300 and something is outrageous.
Yes, they're not going to break their wage structure. The
300
highest
and
paid
something
player
is
in Chelsea now
outrageous.
is Ryan is Sterling,
Hmm.
and they're trying to get him out the door. Even Nico Williams, they are refusing to give Nico Williams 300 and something.
And I think that's smart deal from Chelsea side. Like,
Yeah,
why do you have to
because-
pay this outrageous amount of
yeah,
salaries for these players that are not even Premier League proven yet?
yes. And at the end of the day, the thing that is ridiculous is that if Osimhen comes, he's worth 300 and something. If he
Hmm.
comes, you pay him 300. Then you talk of other people in the squad What do you pay Cole Palmer? Cole Palmer is on 150.
But,
Rich James is on.
we're talking about a world class striker, though. Sometimes we talk about Osimhen
Yeah,
and
but
we're like, yeah, you can say all these things about Osimhen, but don't you think he deserves that price? Because he deserves it. If you think about it
okay,
too.
but the deal they gave Osimhen before was come to Chelsea, we'll give you. I don't know, it was 120 base or 150 base or 180 base,
Yeah.
right? 180 base, then the rest will be incentives. You score, we give you X amount. I don't know what the details were. Maybe £10,000 extra per goal or £15,000 per goal. Assist is also carried. And in a week, if you score, you assist,
Mhm.
you are getting 200 and something. And to me, I think it's fair.
Yeah.
If you ask me, yeah,
He definitely did. Like, Saudi wages definitely raised prices for everyone. When
yes,
Saudi came into this business and started paying these outrageous amounts in salary
that's it.
and signing
Yeah,
people for these outrageous fees,
money. Yeah,
it's almost like every player now is feeling like, wow, like all these clubs too should be able to pay me this
pay
certain
that
amount. But no,
amount.
not all clubs are Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Not all clubs are Saudi clubs. Not all clubs can afford to give you a very high salary. And Chelsea, on the business side of things, I've now realized that, you know what, I don't want to get some player that is scrap. They play for they play a few
Nah.
games. They can't even give you outputs. Example, Sterling, right?
Yes,
I don't want to
and you
get
are
a
stuck with
Sterling.
them.
I'm stuck with you on a 4 year contract or
Exactly.
something, paying you
Yeah,
300 and something. You flop, and I'm
yeah,
trying to sell you. Nobody wants you
yeah.
because other teams cannot afford to pay you your salary. So we might as well start 100 and something.
And the thing
It's
Osimhen has not
incentives.
real the thing Osimhen has not realized is if he came to Chelsea, he
Mm-hmm.
agreed with them. Take the base salary is low,
Mm-hmm.
but it's more than what you are earning in. I don't know how much he was earning in Napoli. His
Mm-hmm.
base salary. If they see you are really outstanding, that's the good thing about Chelsea. They
Mm-hmm.
would increase your salary. Moses Caicedo was on 150. They've
Yeah.
given him a new contract again.
Nice.
So he's going to be earning even more than Cole Palmer.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Because he
So
has proven his worth to the team.
exactly, someone like Enzo, they've not given Enzo a new contract.
Of course.
Do you get? They've
Yeah.
given Cole Palmer a new contract. They've
Of
updated
course.
it.
Because he has proven himself.
Exactly. So everything now in the club is performance. So you can't say, "Oh,
It's performance based.
I'm a 20 million or $60 million striker. I score. Come and score the goals in the Premier League. Let's see you
But
score."
think of it this way though.
Mm,
Osimhen in the season that just ended, he scored 37 goals, 7 assists, 44 appearances.
not
That is
bad.
Osimhen.
That's ridiculous.
So that is what you're getting. You're getting a striker that can give you 20 plus goals a season. On his good season, he's
Yes,
giving you
and it's
20
fine.
plus goals.
Yes, and it's
So,
fine. We're not arguing. It's fine because you talk about it's fine. We know, but
mhm,
Chelsea are in a position where they do not even want to take the risk,
fair.
right? So that's it.
When it comes to the players,
Yeah, they don't want
fair.
to take. They don't want to take that risk, and fair to them. Victor Gyokeres is there. You heard
Mhm.
him what he said today, right?
He spoke out about what had happened with Sporting and like what they're trying to do with his deal, right?
Yeah, but now he just posted online today. He just posted um
What's been said is
almost
false.
almost everything being said is false. It's not time to speak. That's
Mm,
all he said, right? So we
interesting.
don't know which one is false, which one is real. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we don't know what, like, it's ridiculous that a striker that has 63 goals, I think it's 63 goals he had,
Hmm. Yeah, 63 goals
63 goals, and the
in
whole
all
world
competitions.
the whole world is not at his feet. Do you get? There's something going wrong. There's something in the background because Man U has inquired about him. It
Hmm.
went cold. Arsenal inquired about him. Probably they were the first club. It went cold. They decided to focus on Sesko.
Hmm.
That is
I
clear.
think there might be something with Sporting.
Yes.
Either they are outrageously like pricing
Requesting,
him.
yes, out of a move.
Maybe they're looking at it and they're like, this is our opportunity to make the most money
Out of,
that we can out of him, which is the bad side of some of these clubs, right?
yeah.
They look at the player instead of you to just let the player go for what you think is market value and what is fair. They look
Yeah.
at that player and then they scheme. Wow, this could be a money making scheme. If we sell Gyokeres,
That's
we
it.
can probably bring in some
Yeah.
one or two people.
Yeah.
And so they keep doing some stuff like this. That is exactly what happened at some point with Osimhen and Napoli.
Exactly the same thing.
This same Victor Gyokeres thing is almost looking like the same Osimhen and
The,
Napoli situation.
the same thing.
Because it's like at some point, you remember Osimhen said he was ready to go.
Yeah.
Osimhen was ready to
Yeah. I was
accept
ready
deals
to
and was ready to
go,
go.
and it
Chelsea
came,
came,
was there for
gave a
long.
price. They said
The
no, they want to
Napoli
increase the
was back
price
and forth with Napoli
the-
for months,
for months
right?
before every other
Uh,
deal has failed.
Napoli now left it till final day. They finally agreed with Chelsea.
On some scrappy thing, and Chelsea were willing
Now
to now
Chelsea now failed to
undersell.
agree with Osimhen.
They wanted to undersell Osimhen and give him some scrappy ass salary and
Yeah.
some stuff. Although some of us from the outside looking in, we feel like Osimhen should have just gone. You should have just taken it. You should have gone.
Yeah.
You probably have a renewed contract now to be you'll be playing Champions League football. You
Ah,
probably have won the Conference League. That's another trophy you can add to your
he
cabinet.
won the Turkish league now.
He won the Turkish league, yeah. But if he had come
Mm.
to Chelsea, he would have still won a trophy, right? But you
So,
still be playing the Champions League.
and there was too much uncertainty then, remember?
Mm-hmm.
When it felt like, oh, Chelsea, maybe I shouldn't go there. You're offering me low salary. I'm not even sure you'll be in the Champions League. Do you get? There
Mm-hmm.
was a bit of uncertainty, right? But now he's now looking at it and like, why should I go to Saudi at 26? Like,
Makes no
why should I?
sense.
Yes, why should I go to Saudi at 26?
There's enough
I'm
time.
worth more. Yeah,
Yes.
you can go to Saudi later. Come to the Osimhen is meant to be in the Premier League.
I just personally feel that, hey, you guys might say, Kingsley, you're coming again,
Yeah.
but it sometimes it's not hard to see these things and feel like it's because he's black. Sometimes we feel like that, but it is not a case of it's because he's black. It's just a case of I'm feeling like maybe because he's African. You get what I'm
So
saying?
yes,
I don't know
yes,
why I
and
feel that way.
yes and no. And I feel like Osimhen still is pricing himself out of a deal.
You think this is personally just Osimhen?
I think so because
Okay, ask yourself this
Victor
question.
Gyokeres is going through the same thing currently.
But Gyokeres' own situation, that one we have no context.
No, but we have an idea. The idea we have is that Sporting wants, first of all, he has Victor Gyokeres has a release clause
Of how
of
much?
almost 100 million.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, no club is ready to pay that amount.
100 for him. Yeah.
Yes, probably 100 and something. They've not
Yeah.
released the exact this thing,
Yeah.
right? But now there was a gentleman's agreement
Mm-hmm.
between the agents,
Yeah. And
Gyokeres, and the sporting director of the club
mm-hmm.
that they were going to allow him go. He should
Yeah.
stay with them one more season, and they will allow him go.
Allow him go. What does that mean? Waiving off the
Yes, they won't
release
collect the
contract, the
release
release
clause. They will
clause.
collect
Okay.
65 million plus
Okay.
little add-on. That was the gentleman's agreement they had.
Okay.
Now, Sporting has looked at it and like, oh, this guy even overperformed even more than the last season. Not this last, the
Yeah.
season before that.
Which means even bigger clubs can even
Yeah,
come to
so
him.
he scored, I think he scored 50 something goals before. Now he has 63 goals. And they are thinking this is similar to Haaland. But Haaland, Dortmund had an agreement with him.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Dorcas. Haaland, they had an agreement with him.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? And that's the good thing with clubs like Dortmund.
Mm-hmm.
You can trust them.
Yeah.
You hardly see Dortmund pricing players out of a move.
Mm-hmm.
They hardly do it.
Mm-hmm.
They are considerate. They will train you up. They know that they position themselves in the market
As that, yeah.
the club before the big move.
Before the big move, yes.
Now Joe Bellingham
yeah,
has gone there. He's
has
the
gone there
brother of
from
Bellingham.
Sunderland, yes.
They're going to play him.
Yeah.
Guaranteed play time, and he's going to improve.
Yeah.
They have a good system for training young players.
Yeah.
Do you get?
Mm-hmm.
He's going to thrive, and he's going to go for about 65 million.
Yeah.
Maximum 70.
Mm-hmm.
It will not be a ridiculous amount.
Of course.
Bellingham himself went for, I checked it yesterday, Bellingham was like 85 million pounds plus add-ons that take it to 100 and maybe 10,
And
100 and
that's actually a fair price because Bellingham could have gone for
100
more.
and something million pounds.
That's a
Right?
fair
It's
price
fair.
because he could have
It's
gone for
fair,
more. The
right?
amount of buzz that he had around him at that time,
Yeah.
he could have gone for more.
And you see Haaland, how much did Haaland go for?
And Haaland was
Haaland
around
went
was
for like
100.
65 million.
Really? From
Yes.
Dortmund to
Yes. To City. So the season before is what I'm saying. The season before,
wow.
Haaland had a release clause of 100 and something million.
Mm-hmm.
Then Haaland signed a new deal. Dortmund said, okay, stay one more season. Let's redo your release clause. They
Yeah.
redid his release clause. They brought it down to 65 million.
Yeah.
And they were happy.
That's actually good.
Yes, but Sporting Lisbon, they are playing. Chelsea has actually signed 2 players from them
Mm-hmm.
at good amounts,
Yeah.
30 something million. But this Gyokeres deal, it feels like it's either there's a club doing the runs underground.
Behind the scenes.
Yes, I'm not
Mm.
saying anything. That's why maybe Gyokeres is saying everything is false, and when it's time to speak,
I'll speak, all those type of
do
things.
you
Yeah.
get? So we don't
Mhm.
know, even it could just be like boom tomorrow, Gyokeres signs for Liverpool,
Yeah.
or boom tomorrow, Gyokeres signs for Arsenal. It can
Yeah.
happen
But this
like
is all
this.
speculation, though. Everything we're saying now is all speculation and conspiracies. It's just more like we're running conspiracy on the transfers, but it's not a fact that
Yeah.
we don't have any information to say yes we know for sure
Okay. Let
that
me let me let me
Gyokeres,
let me ask you this question:
mhm.
Is Gyokeres leaving Sporting Lisbon this summer?
I think most likely he wants to go.
He
Most
Yes, he
likely,
said he's going. He's even removed them from his profile.
yeah.
So what does that mean?
It means he's prepared to leave,
He's
and
going.
he's making it known to the club too that
He's
he's prepared to
going,
go. Hmm.
right? And he said he's going to leave most likely.
Yeah.
Do you get? So where is he going? That's the problem. Is the
Mm.
where that we can't really answer,
That's interesting. Hmm.
right? And today when he said, "Oh, most of the things being said about me is false," or
Hmm.
most of the things being said is false. It's
Hmm.
not time to speak.
Hmm.
I'll speak when it's time.
Hmm.
So what does that mean?
I mean, it means exactly what it means.
Exactly.
I cannot really say anything until it's time to say something,
Yes.
which is just let me keep myself and my business out of the press, and then
Yeah.
when it's time to speak, I'll speak. That's basically what it means. But moving
Yeah.
on to other news, Trent has completed his signing to Real Madrid,
Nice one.
and the most shocking thing for a lot of people
Was the
across the
Spanish?
board was this: how good he is at Spanish.
Oh my god. That means
Trent, I
he's
wish
been
I can play the
practicing,
video.
he's been taking Spanish classes since when he was like 10, waiting for his
That's why I cannot defend.
that's why I cannot defend because of his Spanish. He was doing that's it. Just for taking Spanish classes.
He scammed us.
Oh my god.
When he was
That's
supposed to be
ridiculous.
defending and practicing, he was there taking Spanish classes on
Spanish
the side.
classes.
People online have been saying Trent went to use Duolingo.
Is that what
And
people are saying?
he was people on the comment section when I was watching the video, they were like, Trent was learning Duolingo instead of learning how to defend. He was
Ah,
taking Duolingo classes, 2 years on Duolingo. Because how is Trent speaking Spanish so
so well.
he's not so perfect, but with so much ease.
Yes.
I don't know
It
if you
is.
saw the video. Did you see the video?
I saw it. So he's been practicing.
Wow.
He's been
He's been
practicing.
looking
That's what
forward to Real Madrid
yes.
all
Looking
season.
for that move.
Yeah, when Klopp left,
Mm.
that would have been Trent's last season. I feel that season that Klopp
True.
was leaving the
Yeah.
end of season,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
kind of like I want to leave, but it's almost like okay,
Okay, let
I
me
have
wait and
one
see.
more year at the end of my contract.
Let me just
You know
wait
how Real Madrid are? Maybe they've already had preliminary talks with
with him.
Trent prior
Yes.
to that, and so it was like okay, let me just run down my contract in that year while
Mm.
he's running down his contract, knowing that he's not going to sign a new deal with
Yeah.
Liverpool. He was learning
Probably started
Spanish.
learning French. Spanish, I said
Started
French.
learning Spanish.
Wow.
But he
That's
completed his
crazy.
move. People also have brought it up that Trent is wearing Trent at his back. Before At Liverpool, he was when Alexander Arnold 66.
Oh, that
He's not
yes,
wearing.
he
He's
was
no
when
longer
Alexander
wearing
Arnold.
66. He's no longer wearing Alexander Arnold six. He's not wearing 66. Obviously, he's taking the number 12. People say
Oh,
that that's Marcelo's number, and then he's has strength at his back, just
wow.
strength.
Damn, the man has grown up. The boy that used to be, he's grown up now.
The
He's a
young shall
man.
grow. I think it's very as a Liverpool fan, it's very bittersweet. It's that kind of thing where I'm happy to
Why is
see
he
you.
paying you
No,
guys?
no, no, no. I'm happy to see you go
Yeah,
to a big club, not well to another club and continue. I
it's a
refuse to
bigger
say.
club than
I
Liverpool.
refuse to agree that Real Madrid is a bigger club than us. I
Okay,
refuse to agree.
we will not have this argument.
There's
This
no
this
need. Yeah, yeah, they're a big club in the world. Fair. Hala Madrid, whatever. They should go and sit down. But at the end of the day, you left our club to go to Real Madrid.
yeah,
Sure, great for your career, great for whatever you're trying to do. I
yeah.
support you as a fan. But watching the transition,
Mm.
you can't help but feel kind of gutted, bro. Like, you can't help but feel like,
He betrayed you guys.
Trent, you've been learning Spanish.
Probably he's been learning Spanish for almost 2 years.
You've been learning Spanish for a while.
Almost, I'll say 2 years. I'll say
You
2 years
knew that
minimum.
that Real Madrid deal was
Yeah,
coming. So you kind
because
of like just
Rudiger went to Real Madrid and his Spanish was not that. Spanish was okay, but not this,
not
not as fluent as
as
this.
fluent as Trent. Because Trent is a Scouse boy.
Yeah, damn, damn.
Anyways, so the signing, I guess the signing is complete for Trent. Trent went number 12. He has Trent at his back. We wish him the best. I hope he's able to play. I know, not, I don't even hope. I know he's going to play well for Real Madrid. He's going to cook. So I just wish him the best. We have a strong team.
Yeah,
We have what it takes to compete. And I think we have what it takes to go for everything. Champions League, EPL, and everything with or without Trent. So we've
true.
replaced that Trent, that space. We've replaced it with Frimpong, so we can move on.
Okay, so you've moved on now from Trent.
I think so. I think
Have
I've
you
moved on
fully
from there.
moved on?
I think so.
Have you heard this song? When you finish with your ex, you move on to the next. Have you heard that song? From the Ghanaian girl. When you say when you finish with your ex, you move on to the next.
Oh my
You
god,
don't have
guy.
time to stress.
I've moved
You're
on,
looking for
man.
extra what?
I've moved
Money.
on, man.
You
Trent
move
can
on.
do whatever he can do
It's
whatever he likes.
better.
We wish him the best. We wish him
Yeah.
the best. So we move on. Now, in other news, what other news do we have to talk about today?
Man U inquired about Ekiteke.
This Ekiteke guy, I still don't understand.
I don't know why
And maybe people in the chat can let us know, like, what is
three
it about
clubs.
Ekiteke that we are missing?
Three
Three
clubs.
clubs so far, right? Liverpool inquired.
Mm.
Arsenal, did Arsenal inquire or was it Chelsea?
No, Chelsea.
Chelsea
Chelsea.
inquired, and now Man U.
Yeah.
What is it about this Ekiteke player that is so
We
promising?
have
I've
we
just
have
not
no idea.
seen,
Yeah.
I've not watched enough Frankfurt games to know, but
No.
this guy is really talented, maybe very technical, very skillful, and that's why a lot of teams want him. It has to
True.
be.
Yeah. Yeah. Um. To be honest, I've not watched enough games of Ekiteke to really judge him. I'll be honest. And one thing I don't really subscribe to is highlights. You just watch 10 minutes highlights.
It's
They
not
say,
enough.
this guy will cook. He will this. We did that for Nicholas Jackson. How did it turn out?
Disaster class.
Disaster class. Thank you. They didn't show us the ones that he was miskicking the ball or the chances he was missing. We did that for Darwin Nunes.
Mm.
What happened? We're where we
Crap.
are.
Crap.
So
Yeah.
that's it. So,
That
but
Nunez, he didn't
maybe
perform.
maybe Scout like Man U has gone to inquire. Can they pay the 100 million?
Mm-hmm.
Now maybe Man U would agree 100 million with the club because obviously they are I think their case is even worse.
Mm.
They would like to buy overpriced players. They don't care. At the end of the day, would Ekiteke want to go to Man U?
That's the biggest question,
I
right?
don't think so.
You don't think so? I think you rather want Chelsea, right? Because Chelsea have that.
Chelsea have agreed. They've talked to the player. They've had something going with the player. I think
Yeah.
Liverpool, probably Liverpool too. Do you? We don't know.
I've also agreed to as well for Ekiteke.
I think they've had some talk with the player, but
Mm-hmm.
Man U has not even talked to the player. They're talking to club first. Do
But
you
if you,
get?
well, okay, so when you think about transfers, based on your experience watching a lot of transfers over the
Yeah,
years,
yeah.
what is better? Should a club reach out to the player first, get that personal agreement down,
Mm-hmm.
get the player interested first, and then go to the club and be like, "Hey, I want to buy this player,"
No,
or the other way around?
the best and legit way to go about it, like legit, is
Mm-hmm.
you go to the club and you ask for permission to speak to the players camp.
Mm-hmm.
The club will say, fine, speak
Mm-hmm.
to the players camp, right?
Yeah.
Now you speak to the players camp, then you speak to the agent, the player, find out, oh, do they really want to come to your club? This is
Yeah.
our project. You can now speak to the manager and like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
I like your project. This is where I want to use you.
Yeah.
This is where I see you. This is where you can develop
Mm-hmm.
XYZ. Good. Then say, okay, verbal, more like a verbal stuff. Like, okay, how much do you want to earn? Well, I want to
Mm-hmm.
earn 150. Okay, 150 is fine. Okay, can we pay you 130? Then
Mm-hmm.
with add-ons,
Mm-hmm.
weekly, if you school and assist, whatever, I say, okay, I'm fine. And we're
Mm-hmm.
going to put you on a 7-year deal. Good.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have this drafted while we speak to the club. So they
Mm.
go back, draft it, show the players come, the players have, then you start speaking to the club.
Yeah.
Now you are moving from the level of just permission to, okay, what is the give me more details on this deal,
Yeah.
right? And while you are, maybe you've had the first meeting with the player, you see it's positive, then you can even at that point ask for details from the club.
Mm-hmm.
What does it take to sign this player? What do
Mm-hmm.
you want? Do you get? And the club say, okay, we need 200 something million. This. They say, okay, oh, this is too much. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're
So
saying. Yeah.
that's how it is basically. But Chelsea, in fact, Chelsea has been burnt, or most clubs have been burnt, where you just go. It happened to Liverpool for
Mm-hmm.
Caicedo,
Mm-hmm.
where Chelsea already had a discussion with Caicedo
Mm-hmm.
several times, right? For almost 2 months. In fact, it was almost 3 months. They were speaking to Caicedo's camp. They spoke to his mom, his agent, his family. Do you get about moving
Yeah.
to Chelsea?
Yeah.
Then they were having trouble with Brighton.
Getting the deal closed.
Yes. So how much is it? They fight with Brighton. They go back. Then Liverpool jumped in and went and had throw big money on the table, 110
50,
million or so.
110. Yeah.
Was 110. Brighton accepted it.
Yeah. Because they
At that
wanted that
point,
100 plus.
yes. And then Chelsea was still trying to negotiate for 90 million.
Yeah.
At that point, Chelsea now looked at it. Oh my God. Liverpool now went to Caicedo.
Mm-hmm.
Caicedo did not agree personal terms.
With Liverpool.
I don't think he did.
Yeah.
Right? He's more or less, his agent was the one speaking to Liverpool, not him.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you know how agents are. Agents will still speak on your behalf.
Yeah. They have to still negotiate with
Yes,
the best
agents will
side.
say, oh, obviously, this for the betterment of his client and his pockets.
Of
This
course.
is this is the deal Chelsea has given us.
Mm-hmm.
Would you match it? Oh, we'll match the same thing. Find this XYZ, and Liverpool, Chelsea comes to and submits 115. Brighton accepts both. Then
Yeah.
Caicedo comes
So
and say
I
no.
guess I guess the whole Caicedo situation was quite, I was a very good example of like
Yeah,
club agreeing but not agreeing with the player too can still spoil
yeah.
everything, because at the
And
end of
you
the day,
you talk about Rafinha. It's happened
Rafinha,
to
yeah.
Chelsea, where
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea, Barca spoke to Rafinha months
Mm-hmm.
before, and Leeds were really stubborn,
Mm-hmm.
right? Chelsea went to Leeds and agreed something with Leeds, gave them 50 something million, the money
Mm-hmm.
they were asking for. They accepted the one from Chelsea. They rejected the one from Barca.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get? Rafinha came and said, I don't want to join Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, he stopped his agent from speaking to Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
So it was not a case of, oh, listen, we've agreed amount. Yes, you have to go and agree with the player. We can't convince. you have to convince the player.
That you
They could not convince
yeah.
Rafinha.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, Leeds had no choice. Barca had to cough out maybe 40 something, the same amount they accepted for Chelsea, but with like a payment plan. But Chelsea
Mm.
were ready to give them,
Because they are broke.
yes, Chelsea were ready to pay them
Mm.
in lump sums, right? So
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
now they don't roll that way now. Jamie Gittins of Dortmund,
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea has had an agreement with him. The papers are ready. The
Yeah.
problem is the club now.
Club said no.
And Jamie Gittins has told the club, I'm leaving.
Mm-hmm.
You need to agree with Chelsea. I'll be respectful, but I want to leave to Chelsea. My mind is waiting. So he's waiting for the call.
Mm.
He's going.
So that deal is not all the way off yet then.
No, he's not. Fabrizio confirmed it today. He's not all the way off. So he's traveling with Dortmund, but it's a case of after the first round of Club World Cup, he's hoping that Dortmund and Chelsea will have an agreement,
Yeah,
and he will switch sides.
of course.
So that's it. So that's the thing. You need to speak to the camp of the player and the player themselves.
Before you can have that sense of confidence
Yes, it's just
that that
like
player is coming.
it's just like in when you are doing it like the olden days.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to marry a wife,
You gotta speak to the father.
traditional men,
Mm-hmm.
you go and you need to speak to the girl. If you speak
Mm-hmm.
to the woman, or do you get what I'm saying? She
Mm-hmm.
likes you, you guys, then you now present your case to the parents.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
Mm-hmm.
get? But if you just go and speak to the parents, what if the girl doesn't like you?
Yeah, it's a very tricky situation.
Yeah,
Giving
so
that analogy, like when it comes to like
yeah,
player transfers and negotiations and all that, is a very tricky situation.
yeah,
I guess even with the whole Florian thing, it was kind of cool that Liverpool had agreed personal terms with Florian with
mm,
long ago, right? So it
yeah,
was now a case of Liverpool and Leverkusen having that
yeah,
conversation of the amount of, because we sent a bid, they rejected it, we sent another
yep, yep,
one,
yep, yep.
before we could iron out some terms. Although I still feel like it was kind of too high, 150 m, but
It was
then
too much.
it was too much. But at the end of the day, it's a record transfer, is a generational talent. Everybody wants their own version of Messi. Everyone wants their own version of Ronaldo. Everybody wants their own prodigy in their
Yeah,
club.
yeah.
Every big club wants that. So at the end of the
So
day, it's cool.
question now, like this is a thing I've thought of. If you were to pick between these three strikers,
Mm.
between Victor Osimhen, Victor Gyokeres, and Ekiteke, who would you go for?
Which team, which league? Because you have to set the
Premier
context.
League. You are coming to Premier League.
Which team in the Premier League?
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Yes.
For Arsenal,
The three strikers will fit into Arsenal. The
yes,
way
that's
they
true.
play.
That's true. For Arsenal,
Yeah.
just based on what I know personally,
Okay.
and based on the fact that this guy has played in two different leagues,
Who is that?
Victor Osimhen.
Yeah.
I think I will absolutely know Osimhen.
For Arsenal.
Yes.
Hmm.
I think I
So
will
it's
lean
more or less
Osimhen.
like don't take the gamble. Don't
Don't
gamble
take the
with it.
gamble. I am 100% sure that Osimhen will come to the Premier League and score 15 plus goals. 15
More than
plus.
15. At least
15
20.
plus. Osimhen is
50.
physical.
Is it 50?
15, 1 5 plus.
No, he will score more than 15.
That's what
Maybe
I'm saying. It's promised that Osimhen will give you 15 plus.
20
Across all
minimum.
competitions, you're getting like
Except
30
he's
something plus
injured
goals.
for half of the season.
Except he's not there.
Yes.
I think Osimhen is also is very physical. He knows how
Yeah.
to nudge defenders off of him.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
knows how to, there's just this fantastic Osimhen goal he scored at Napoli. The one where he was touching the ball,
Touching
touching
him.
the ball,
I
grabbing it
remember.
as
I
he was
remember.
turning, and
Touching.
then
Touching.
wipe that ball in. Like Osimhen is that kind of guy. Tapping, he's there. Nodder, he's there.
Hi.
He's
Yeah.
tall, he's strong, and he's
Yeah.
clinical. So for me personally, I won't take that risk. I will lean more Osimhen. But what about you? What do you think? If you had to pick,
Uh I don't know. I'm just I'm tempted to go for Gyokeres.
why?
He has 63 goals.
In the Sporting Lisbon.
Yeah, but he scored in the championship. He scored a lot of goals too in championship.
Mm.
But the thing is, that in Brighton, You know, he was a Brighton player, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You see, I thought Portugal wasn't going to win.
Ah,
Oh
you're
yeah,
back. You're back. You're
you were on
back.
the
You're back.
life when we.
You're on the line with.
I was rooting for Portugal,
I was
right?
rooting for Spain. I was rooting for Spain.
Yeah, there's
Yeah, I
just
actually
something
thought.
about Portugal. I said it that day. There's something
But
about
but to
them.
be honest, it was not about C Ronaldo. We cannot agree C Ronaldo was not the reason they won.
But he was a difference maker.
Yeah, he scored, but
Yeah.
he was not the reason they won the game.
Who
The
was the
reason
reason?
I think you have to give credit, a lot of credit
Nuno
to Nuno,
Mendes.
Nuno Mendes.
True.
Nuno
Let's
Mendes
go goal
not
and assist,
only
right?
contributed towards scoring, goal and assist here,
Yes.
not
Yeah.
only contributed towards scoring and assisting, he
Yeah.
also shut down, you know,
Yes. Yes.
Lamine Yamal.
Yes.
Because shutting down Lamine Yamal is very critical,
He did. Yeah.
it was very critical in that game, right? But yeah, Portugal won. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
We're
clear.
excited. Yeah. For us, Kingsley could not pop champagne, so I'm happy with
I was
that.
really looking forward to. I was really looking forward to enjoying the win from Spain because I really think that they are a very solid side and they are one of the strongest international or national teams. We will say when it comes to any of the international competitions or national competitions. But yeah, interesting. But so for you, you go for Gyokeres. That's quite interesting because for me
Yeah. I just
personally,
see.
when I think of Osimhen, I think of Haaland.
There's one thing I know.
Mm-hmm,
We pick an example. Haaland. Let's pick
mm-hmm,
Haaland.
mm-hmm,
Haaland has been scoring ridiculous amounts of goals
mm-hmm,
in Dortmund. People say,
mm-hmm.
oh, it's because of the German league, but there's something about goal scoring.
He's
Even if
scoring.
even if it's hard,
Mm-hmm.
you still know how to put the ball at the back of the net.
What difference is it going to make?
It's an art.
You're one on one. If you're one on one with the keeper, you're one
You
on
will
one with the
score, yes, regardless of the league.
keeper. It
Do
is very,
you get?
it's very,
I
yeah.
don't think Haaland misses one on one. Never.
Mhm.
Do you get?
He says, "Is that who I think it is in the chat?
Who is that in the
Who do
chat?
you think it is in the chat?" No, let's move on. But yeah, so I understand what you're saying about goal scorers, but
Yeah,
it's almost like we're not getting into this space of like I don't want to compare, but just for the sake of the conversation,
yeah,
when you look at Gyokeres, you look at Osimhen.
yeah.
Who do you feel is a better goal scorer?
Man,
Without any bias, who do you feel is a better goal scorer? Osimhen, Gyokeres. You guys in the chat, let us know. You guys in the chat, let us know. Osimhen, Gyokeres. Who do you think is a better goal scorer in your own opinion? I know we can go off of GA, but if you think
mm,
about it, GA wise, it's almost close, don't you think? Oh no, not close. It's not close. It's not close
um,
because Gyokeres scored a lot more goals and he played in a lot more games.
I think from what
Oh, SSB
hello,
said Gyokeres.
I think Gyokeres is a better goal scorer. I don't know.
Than
I have
Osimhen.
this. No, I've seen Osimhen miss chances.
Mm-hmm.
Right, we saw it for when he played for Nigeria, right, in the Nations Cup.
Mm-hmm.
We saw him miss chances, but to be fair, there was not much chances to score.
Yeah.
Right, and maybe Gyokeres, I don't know. I don't like watching highlights to judge, but
Yeah.
obviously that's what we go by because I don't watch Portuguese league.
Yeah.
The goals I've seen him score, some of them he makes it for himself.
Mm.
Osimhen does the same thing. Do you
Mm-hmm.
get? But I just feel Gyokeres is a better goal scorer.
But think about it.
Mm.
You play someone that has the talent, like picks the ball up and score. Okay. I've
Yeah,
not watched honestly,
that's
me
what
too.
I'm saying.
I'm
That
right there.
attributes
I'm right
he
there with
can
the
make
in
things
that.
happen,
So
right?
to me, I feel like of a
Yes,
target man. Yeah. So
exactly.
that's
A
where
target
I was
man.
going. I
Yes.
was going
Yeah.
to me, that feels more of like the team and how and what they want, what fits them. Because, for example, you see
Like
a
for
team like
Liverpool now, Gyokeres will work for you.
yeah, for Liverpool, Gyokeres can fit. But if you look at a team like Man City, where like Haaland is like a target man, right?
Mm-hmm.
You look at everything is just built so much such that you want to get the ball into the box towards Haaland, right?
Mm,
Almost like when Haaland was playing with De Bruyne, when De Bruyne was around before De Bruyne, left to Napoli. It's like De Bruyne is looking for that pass to Haaland,
mm,
almost like give him the ball in a way where it's just receive the ball
Yeah.
and score. If
True.
you have a team built around Osimhen like that, if for example you bring Osimhen to a team like Arsenal, and you have guys like Saka, if Arsenal even signed Nico Williams, all they're trying to do is get the ball to
To
Osimhen
him and let
for
him
him
put
to
it at the
score.
back of the net.
Trust me, he
He
will
will
do a
have
lot
the
of
he will
damage.
score goals.
I
He will
really do feel like he will do a lot of damage. That's my opinion, but
because
we
to be
never can
fair,
really tell.
Osimhen knows where to be in the box
Mhm.
and he knows how to score.
But also working with a coach, working with a manager like Ateta, or working with some manager in the Premier League that can also help improve that ability of telling
Mm,
him this is how I want you to play and him fit into a certain style of play. I
mm.
think that you could get a lot out of him. But maybe this might just be a bias, you know. I'm Nigerian, Osimhen is Nigerian. I kind of like will always lean
Kind of
towards
like
my
love him.
boy. I can always live towards my boy because it's Osimhen,
I
man.
feel Gyokeres. Do you get like if you ask me, Liverpool go spend 65 million on Gyokeres, you are winning the league.
Hmm.
Ah, are you serious? Chevy saying Gyokeres has the most missed chances in Portuguese league. All big strikers
23.
lead missed chances stats. Wow. 23.
Mm.
That's a lot.
When you
Damn.
say all big strikers lead missed chances stats, are you saying like the strikers that are really good would definitely always have
Chances to miss.
like
Yeah.
a high, missed chance? Is that what you mean? Because
To be fair, this season that just
23,
passed, Haaland had to a lot of missed chances.
he had a lot. I was actually surprised.
He did. But
There
he
were some
scored
there were
he
some
scored
there were some goals that you expect him to just score. He didn't
four,
score.
yes, yeah.
But
But he still
it's
scored a
Haaland.
handful.
It's Haaland.
He still
But
scored a
but still, Osimhen, I just feel that whole anyway. Galatasaray, the league that they're in is we wouldn't regard that as a highly competitive league, so it's not unusual for him to score 30 plus goals.
He said for every league, the top three strikers have the most big chances missed. True.
To be honest,
Maybe,
like
yeah,
at
yeah.
this point, I'm now even feeling like you never can really know.
Till
The
the
only thing you can do is just because all these stats, GA.
yeah. I
Sometimes
think
it's not
when they
everything.
get into the team, do they vibe? Osimhen has 25.
Damn.
Wow, that's crazy.
He
I'm
scored, he has
curious.
25, but he scored 37 goals though.
Damn. And you see, Gyokeres had 23 and he scored 63 goals.
Yeah.
So how many could he have scored?
Yeah,
That's
that's
mad. Is
actually
that
that's
not
actually
madness?
madness.
Ah,
I'm
God.
actually surprised people are not going for Gyokeres though.
Yeah, like he's baffling me. A club like Man U, they sign Gyokeres, they are finishing in top four.
You think so?
Yes, or top five. I'm 100% sure.
Really?
100% sure because one of the issues they were having was, you see, when the ball gets to Hoyland, he can't hold up play.
He doesn't know what
Once
to
you can't hold
do.
up play, the team gets it and they continue
Off of
that.
you, yeah.
Yeah, so imagine you have a striker like Gyokeres, the ball gets to him, nice hold up play, ball goes wide or something, then there's a chance to score. He said Nasri, that's the second in goal scorer
Honestly,
table. Oh, second be wow, 23.
yeah.
Wow. I know this
Wow.
guy misses chances. I know him very well.
Honestly.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Is he not the guy from where is he? Who does he play? Which country does he play
I
for
forgot
again?
Morocco or
Morocco. Is it
Tunisia.
Morocco? You guys,
Yes, one of those
Morocco,
countries.
yeah. I
Yeah.
remember him. I remember him.
He misses chances. Oh
Yeah,
my
I
god, he
remember
misses
him.
chances.
I remember him. I remember him. That's funny,
And he talk
man.
about would
He
want
used to
stop.
play for Sevilla. Really?
Yes, he played for Sevilla. Yeah, he played for Sevilla. Top three chances in the Premier.
Damn.
Walking Salah. Wow, Walking's 27. Oh my
Salah
days.
24, Haaland 21.
Oh
Whoa.
my days. 27.
I can't believe Salah missed 24 chances
Ah,
and he
this is
still scored a
after
lot of
the
goals.
is
But you're
after
right though. Like Chevy, that's a W start, man. Let me give you a bomb. That's a really nice start. Nice start, my G. That's actually interesting. I didn't I didn't actually know that a big strikers in the league, you
Yeah.
are going to miss a
Yes.
lot of chances. Because
Wow.
I'm thinking you have those many you're having those many chances because you're you're basically
In the
scoring
post,
a
try.
lot.
Yes, you are scoring a lot. You are putting yourself in the
You're putting
position to
yourself in the
score.
position to score, but
Yeah.
it's almost like actually it's a numbers game.
Yeah.
It's a numbers game.
Yeah.
So it's almost like you have so many opportunities to score, but you should capitalize and score the most you can. But the chances that you miss a lot is still quite high. So that's interesting. Yeah, it wasn't. You're right. It wasn't available most of the season, and he
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
missed 21. That's actually crazy.
Imagine he could have scored 50 something a game. I think the season before maybe he had less. I don't know, but maybe I'm wrong. The
Oh,
treble
this is
winning season when he had 50 something goals. Remember?
yeah, it was quite impressive. That was an impressive season. That was an
I'm
impressive season. Wow.
curious, Nicola Jackson. How many? Anyways, he doesn't have much. He didn't put himself in position.
Nicolas
He didn't
Jackson
even
will be
put
like
himself in position to
actually
make
check
chances.
check. Chevy check Nicolas Jackson. Like how many missed chances does he have? I actually want to just laugh.
Maybe like
How many missed chances does he have?
maybe
I'm trying to
five.
be like out of. You know what? Let me bring up how many goals he has scored so that to shock you.
Please, don't
Oh,
embarrass
last
me.
season Alan missed 34. Damn.
34. That's
Damn.
a lot.
That's actually crazy.
That's a lot, man.
Nicolas Jackson this season has was 14 goals.
24.
Not last
24.
season. Oh, you mean this? Oh, this season I just passed. That's
Yes,
24.
yes, yeah.
24. He missed 24. Was second with 27. My
I'm
days.
so sick of this guy.
Oh, wait, this season he missed. Wait, who missed 19? You guys are confusing me now in the chat. Like who got 24? Who got you said Nunes was second with 27. What do you mean second? Oh, like right after Haaland, right? I can't believe that Jackson missed 24 and he scored just 14 goals, bro.
Oh, 19.
19 and he scored just 14 goals. All competitions in the prem alone. We didn't even, oh, if it's 19 in the prem, you know you only scored 10 goals in the prem. You
Or
know,
maybe it's
last
Premier League and all round. Premier League might be 19. This season 19.
oh this
Oh,
season might be
last
oh
season.
this
Oh,
season
so this
before.
season
And
19, the other season
it's
24.
just prem though. It's just
Okay,
prem.
okay, okay, okay.
That's
I get
actually
what they are saying.
crazy.
Okay, okay. So last
19
season 34.
24.
And this no, Haaland. Last season was 34.
Yeah, 34. But he scored a lot of goals.
Oh my
He
days.
scored a lot of goals though. He scored a lot
Oh,
of
just
goals.
Prem. Oh,
It's just prem.
damn,
Just prem. Nicolas Jackson
damn,
19 chances. And this brother
damn.
has just 10 goals.
That's why they need another striker. They don't care. They are going to buy two. And that's the
You're having people place themselves in positions where they are scoring 20 plus goals and they're missing like 20
30
something
something.
or
Yeah.
20 something chances. You get what I'm saying? But they're still scoring a lot of goals, they which means they're putting themselves in that position to
Better
score,
positions to score.
right? They're putting
Yeah.
themselves in that position to score a lot more times than Jackson is putting himself in a position to
Jackson is
score.
not putting himself in positions. I've seen it several
Which
times.
means that this start alone can almost tell us that
You-
Nicolas Jackson's off the ball movement is
It's
extremely
bad.
poor.
It's bad.
It's
You know why I
really
say it's
poor.
bad? For Cucurella to, I think Cucurella is the highest goal scoring defender in the league. 7. The highest is 7. He has
Mhm.
7. There are like 3 of them on the same 7. For
Wow.
Cucurella to get 7, not 7 in the league, it's maybe 7 in all competition. I can't remember. But maybe it's
Mm.
7 in the league. Those goals were meant to be scored by your striker.
Mm.
But it's because your striker and winger, they are
But
not
okay,
available to score.
one question though. When you
Right?
set up when you look at your team, right?
Mm.
Who are you expecting goals from? Just your striker or your all your forwards?
I'm expecting goals from everybody in the front line. The wingers, the 2 wingers, and the striker. The way I look at the game is, if the ball is coming from this side and we happen to get it in the box, there are 3 possibilities.
Oh, you're right,
Strike.
Chevy. He
Yeah.
deserves it. Wait, Andy, before you continue, let me give this guy a bomb for that comment. That's a solid comment.
Two bombs for
Solid,
Chevy this season.
solid comment. Chevy, you're cooking tonight. You're actually cooking a lot, though, bro. You're cooking, man. That's a very solid comment.
What did
That's
he
where
say?
he said. So that's where conversion rate comes in. If
Oh
you
yeah.
score 50 goals and miss 50 big chances, your rate is 50%, which is so good. No one will care about your 50 big missed chances if you convert. The problem is Nicholas Jackson is not converting.
Okay.
How are you scoring? Do
Oh
you
yes,
get
yes. I get it. Oh, and how many goals did you say he had?
so so Nicholas Jackson has 10 goals
Oh, the conversion
and
rate
then
is
he
bad.
missed 19,
19.
which means he cannot convert.
Oh,
He's not converting. Compared to a Haaland that will score, for example, Salah scored 20 plus goals in the Prem,
yeah.
but Salah missed like 20 something,
So Nicholas Jackson's conversion. How many did you say he had, Nicholas Jackson, for
right?
goals? How
19
many?
or 24 misses.
How
No,
many goals did
19,
Nicholas
19 misses,
Jackson?
right? 19 misses, right? 19 misses in the Prem, but he scored
Right.
10 goals.
10 plus 19. So 10
19 misses,
divided by.
he scored 10 goals in the Prem.
So his conversion rate is 34%.
But it does, yeah, 34%
That's
basically.
bad, man.
His conversion rate is really
I
poor.
see what Chevy is saying.
It's
Oh,
really poor, actually. It's really poor. For a striker, guys, like for a striker, what is for a
the
striker for a
ideal,
big team? What's an
ideal.
ideal conversion rate?
Someone like that's for big
So it's
chances.
just for big chances. But big chances
But
is
big
like
chances are the
it's
ones that
important,
matters the
right?
most, right?
Big chances is important, bro. It's important. But like for a striker, what are you expecting his conversion rate to be for big chances? I guess.
Mm, how many does Gyokeres? How many?
Let's pull up Gyokeres.
I'm curious about Gyokeres, to be honest.
Gyokeres. Let's see. Victor Gyokeres. He
Osimhen
scored.
missed
He scored.
25.
He scored 39 goals in his league.
Mm-hmm.
How many did he miss? How many did you guys say he missed in his league again? Wait, let me see. I know you said Gyokeres missed like he
Oh,
missed 23. Oh,
20. Is it
yeah,
23?
he missed 23. So Gyokeres missed 23 chances and he scored.
Oh, his conversion rate is like 62%. That's mad.
Wait, he missed 23 chances and he scored what? Did I tell you how much he scored? 39.
You told me. His
He scored
conversion rate is
39.
2%.
And I don't know why people are not going for Gyokeres. His conversion rate is mad. It's actually mad. Has
Yeah.
Liam Delap? Yeah, Liam Delap is confirmed, right? Is here we go. Liam Delap to
Yeah.
Chelsea.
Yeah.
I saw him
That,
wearing a
that
Chelsea
was
shirt.
last week. That was last week.
Bro, it's confirmed, bro. Like
That
Liam
was
Delap
last
is,
week.
is a Chelsea player, bro.
That was last
35,
week.
35 upward is so good. So technically, for every 3 shots, I score one.
One. Yeah. I think
Oh,
that's good. That's a fair judgment.
eh, it is available.
Chef has seen this.
Chevy, you're cooking tonight, bro. Like, hey, Chevy, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, this is one of the streams you've been cooking. I'm not gonna lie to you. You come to Ashram and be trolling us, but this stream now you're cooking, bro. You're cooking.
He's trolling you, not
Yeah,
us.
it's
When you
really me,
say
it's
us,
really me. Mostly
it's
it's really
you.
me. But you're cooking tonight. You're cooking tonight. That's actually sick. 35 upward. So
Damn.
that means Nunes was really poor then. Nunes was
Damn.
really poor.
How many missed chances does Nunes have?
Nunes was really poor. Or
How many
you
goals
guys,
does he even have?
last season, you guys dropped what Nunes had now. You said Nunes was second with 27 missed.
27. How
That
many
was the
did he score?
season. That was the season before, right?
Before?
Not this season. Not this season. Was season before. Nunes. Come on, man. It's good that we're selling that guy, man.
How many did he score?
And that season
27.
before 20,
Damn.
and he scored only 11 goals.
Damn.
He scored only 11 goals.
Do you know what
27
his
misses.
do you know what his conversion rate is?
What is conversion rate?
8%.
It's poor. It's really poor. Yeah,
Damn.
fair. This season he was not a starter, right? This season, fair, he was not a starter. We cannot really judge him. But in 30 Premier League games that he played in, he only scored 5 goals.
5.
Only 5. I'm curious to know how many he missed this season.
They just told you how many he missed. 27. Is it not
No, I thought
27?
27 was the season before.
Before. Okay, 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 okay,
It's
okay.
27 this current season. I thought it was the season before, bro. Like, I actually
Okay.
didn't know it was. But wow, conversion rate
Only
is really
five.
poor.
Yeah, that's bad actually.
Conversion
That's
rate
bad.
is really, 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 really poor.
It's bad. It's bad.
Mm-mm.
Wow. Good, great discussion. But everybody should be signing Gyokeres at this point. If he's 70 million
Yeah, you're surprised, bro. It's only 5 goals.
for a striker,
I'm actually telling you
the
facts, bro.
guy
Like,
is Saudi bound.
he's Saudi clearer than anything, bro. Like, if you're not
Saudi
selling,
bound.
if you're not selling units this summer, I'll be surprised.
Yeah.
I don't know too. I don't know why they want him. Maybe they want to give what's his name, Julian Alvarez, some rest time, and then bring in Nunez as the second person. Or why would they
They
need
can use two
Nunez?
of them. They can use the thing is the way Atletico plays, right? Sometimes they defend low block.
Mhm.
Now, when you defend low block, it means that you can have spacing behind.
Yeah.
So when that counter is there, you have Nunes.
Mm-hmm.
Nunes will really hurt you because he's fast.
It's far
Fast.
that.
Nunes is
Oh,
fast.
Nunez doesn't finish 1-on-1. I don't know
But
the
he
amount of
gives Nunes
1-on-ones.
gives good assists too. I've seen it. He gives good assists.
I don't know if it was just a confidence thing,
Yeah,
but Nunez 1-on-1 with your keeper. Trust me.
he's
Don't
bah
hold your
bah
breath.
bah.
Nothing is going to happen. Don't hold your breath, bro. Like, he has disappointed us so many times
Many
that
times you have trust issues now.
Nunes will score bangers. Don't get me wrong. Some impossible goal you don't think he will score.
Mm.
Right? Some tight angle, some long shot, he will score it. But Nunes just tap in.
Tapping, nah, he doesn't score tappings. That's like the hardest thing. That's like the hardest thing for Nunes to score
Bro,
tappings.
like, go on YouTube and just type out Nunes misses in the season
Oh my
and look
god.
at it. You'll be like, oh my days. La Liga, right?
I
I
think
guess,
you
so. I guess
there's
so.
more space.
Maybe
More
more,
space, yeah.
yeah, maybe because of his pace
And
too.
faster
He's
transitions.
fast, yeah. Or
Yeah.
Italian league. I was actually thinking he would cook more in Italian league because of his pace. He's fast.
But they are
So,
more physical there in Italian league, so would it work for him?
but is the speed of the game, right? I think,
You
in the
collect
Premier League is.
enough red cards,
I think the
Kingsley.
Premier League
You
is quite
collect red cards in Italian league. You should just avoid
they'll
that league.
frustrate him, man. They'll
Yes,
frustrate, kick his leg.
not go there.
I think Nunes just go to Spain.
Spanish,
You
yeah,
speak
Spain.
Spanish.
He was
Just
doing well in Benfica. I don't know. Don't know this
I don't
Premier
know.
League thing.
Club signed him. I think that whole club system. Maybe he was thinking like, yeah, I want this kind of striker that is going to be
Press.
aggressive,
I can press, right?
chaos. He can press.
Yeah.
That is like a chaos merchant. So he's like, oh yeah, bring Nunes. But at the end of the day, he now started realizing, wow, actually, I need somebody that can actually score.
Say play for maybe Juventus or AC Milan. He's not at that level of the Premier. True. He's
Yeah,
not. He's not.
yeah, 100%, bro.
He's
Like
not.
1,000%. He's not at that level.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not.
It's just absolutely horrid. It's horrid.
Ah, it might not be bad. It might not be bad in the Bundesliga.
Oh, which team though? Which team?
Ah,
Bundesliga, which team?
I don't know. Maybe Dortmund.
Dortmund.
I don't think they even collect Nunes. They always have good strikers and good
To be fair,
players.
Nunes is not too bad. Like, I'm not even
You
gonna
think
lie,
so?
Nunes is not too bad. The problem is just that I don't know what is off with his finishing. We will just have to define it as unlucky. Because how does somebody hit like 3 bars
Oh,
in a game?
Leverkusen. Ah, not bad.
How does somebody hit like, I mean, say like Bundesliga would be nice for him. How does a player in a game hit the bar like 3 times?
3 times. I watched that. I forgot in the game.
I'm
Three
like,
times. When it's not a course.
how unlucky can
I
you
think
be?
you know what? There was a stat that came out that Nunes has the most. He's hit the most bars in a game in the Premier League. Oh, Mönchengladbach or something. You should go to.
Yeah, they make a jump too quick. Yeah, that timing.
Yes,
The
that's
pace,
true.
the pace at which they play, at the speed at which they play, at timing is everything. And
Hmm.
if you just miss that timing, you jump too quick. You don't. I guess what he lacked was that composure to his finishing.
Yeah.
There's just something about, you see, when you see someone like, example, you see when Salah finishes, right?
Mm.
There's just some times Salah just finishes the ball in a way where that slight composure, it doesn't have to be clean. It can be a little bit rugged,
Yep.
you
Yep.
know,
Yep.
but he's just like so. How will I how will I put it? I'm looking for the English word. He's so like
He's in a
cutthroat.
hurry.
He's
He's
so
on.
cutthroat about how he finishes and so
Yeah.
composed too sometimes that it just makes him very clinical. And I noticed this too with players like Haaland. You know, when you look at Haaland and he wants to finish, it's like Haaland looks at the keeper, looks at the ball, looks at the keeper.
He's
It's like
thought about what
he
he
has
wants
thought
to
about
do
it on
before that
time.
ball comes to him.
It's like he wants to know what the keeper is going to do in that next second. And then boom.
Why I know that is because
Every
I
day, bro.
remember
Every
when
day.
Chelsea
Mhm.
when
He said we
yes
stream every night. We
we
stream
stream
every day.
every night, every
Every
day.
night, 6 p.m. CST. 6
Yeah,
p.m. Convert
well,
that to
we
your
always
time zone,
stream
bro.
every day,
Every day we stream. But yeah,
every
it's like
single day.
Haaland will
Yeah. Sorry to cut you short.
you
When
go ahead.
I knew Haaland thinks about before he gets the ball, he thinks
Yeah.
was when Chelsea played Manchester City, the
Mhm.
one that Sanchez ran out.
Yeah, I remember.
You know, like he smiled as he was receiving the ball. He smiled. Then he just over Sanchez, then go.
No,
Like, bro, you can't even receive the ball, and you already smile.
bro, that game was a funny. Sanchez is ass, man. Sanchez is ass. Thank you for reminding me. Sanchez is ass. That goal was so funny, man.
Yeah,
That goal
like
was
he had no reason for coming out. God, you just saw the smile on Haaland. Haaland has not reached. The ball was coming. Do you get? You just smiled. Maybe it's just smile. Just look. Move on to
man.
the move on to
Yeah,
the
bro. I
next.
remember that game. It's so
Yeah, that
stupid.
3-1
Sanchez, man. Yeah,
disaster
Nunes.
class.
Yeah, Nunes has no confidence right now. You're right, bro. Like, I just feel like the way he has missed so much chances and the
Yeah, it's
amount of
affected his
the amount
confidence.
of yeah,
Yeah,
the amount of feedback from the
even
fans
penalties
and
is bar.
even penalties he cannot
Bar.
score.
Damn it,
I
man.
remember when he gave him, I
Because
don't know, Liverpool fans in chat, like you guys, SSB. You remember when they gave Nunes penalty, bro, that he missed the penalty?
yeah, yeah,
I was
yeah,
like, what is wrong with this guy?
yeah. I
Like, it's
remember
a
that game.
fucking penalty.
I remember that game. Cash is saying he remembers that game. He say Jorgensen is better than Sanchez or even Petrovic. You see Jorgensen, eh? I don't. If you ask me, it's the problem with Sanchez, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Chance, the way Sanchez, just wait for it. The way
Mm-hmm.
Sanchez, he feels like some games he just smokes weed before he comes. Then acts irrational. Why you laughing? I'm telling you reality. Sanchez, you see Sanchez on a good day, he's normal. You just be like, where has this keeper been all this season? In some games, he's just like, this
It
guy
was
just
like,
had too much to drink, or he just had weed. Then you just see him doing stupid,
oh my
crazy,
god.
stupid things, right? That totally undoes what he's good.
You ask a Chelsea fan, oh, do you want another keeper? Oh no, Sanchez is a good shot stopper. He's a good shot stopper. Then you watch him in a game, you're like, Sanchez, what kind of keeper is
Sanchez,
this?
Sanchez, I'm telling you. And it happens to me. It happens to me a
Bro,
lot where I say Sanchez is a good shot stopper. But I think Chelsea
I
fans,
know, right?
we've had enough of it in terms of the bad he's done to us. When we trust in him, he just
Yeah.
he
But
becomes
it's
high.
so bad. Even the coach
Yeah,
self knows that. Guy, come
the
on.
team knows. That's
He
you
go,
see now. Sanchez is now keeping skin. Since he started keeping that skin, maybe it's better, but we don't know. Do you get?
it's too much of a super
And
keeper
now
most of the
once he
time.
gets the ball, you just see Maresca do to Sanchez.
Back.
Forward,
Or for
forward.
kick it out, kick it out.
Yes,
Oh,
forward. Because Sanchez
he
is
can't
mad.
play out the back. He can't play out the back.
Yeah, he can
Mm-mm.
just. He knows the pass is. How do I say it now? He knows the pass is not the right pass, and they could
Mhm.
collect the ball,
Yeah.
pass it to the person. Like, bro, why did you just
You
do?
know that somebody is already
Yes, why
marking the
he
person. There's a
did that?
man on.
Remember, he did that against Arsenal when he practically kicked the ball to
Yeah.
Declan Rice.
It's man on. Like, can't you read the game? It's almost like he's nervous all the time. He just plays
Oh God.
rubbish. He says some
He says
players
so. Let's play
better
better
when
when
fans,
fans
coaches,
coaches.
teams. Yeah, some others need motivation. Nunes strikes me as the type of guy who needs. But no, no, no. But
Yeah.
SSP, we motivate Nunes. Tell me,
The fans,
I watch
something
game
has
in,
really
game
been
out.
good with
We
Nunes.
always chant his
Yeah,
name, Nunes, Nunes. We always
yeah.
chant his name. So I don't think, like, what other motivation do you need? You really are you really telling me you are a striker? All you do is train. All you
Train
do
and you put the ball in
is
the back of
play.
the net.
All your life is football.
Yeah,
Even if it's for you to get a person, you have the money, they pay you well.
personal trainer,
Even if it's for you to get a personal coach that can train you on finishing
mentality
different,
coach to help you mentally.
that can also train you to be
Psychologist,
clinical a
top
little bit more,
psychologist. Yeah.
and teach you how to open your body and everything. Come on.
He said the PSG game. Yes. They destroyed Nunes in that game actually online. They slaughtered him. I remember the comments. But anyways, I think for fans it's all about we get frustrated. We just talking about
Yeah.
Sanchez now.
Hmm.
When you do good,
We
we
praise
forget
you.
we forget
Yeah, we forget the bad.
we forget. But the moment you do something that really triggers that thing we buried down, it brings everything now. We pour out, especially if it's too much. It comes out. We don't hold back.
Let me tell you something. Newcastle, do you guys remember that game? Newcastle, Liverpool,
Yeah,
right? We were losing 1-0, red card.
yeah,
Nunes comes in.
yeah.
Nunes scores the first goal. I'm like, eh? What's going on? Nunes scores the second goal.
Second goal.
I was shouting his name. Nunes, Nunes, I believe in you. This is what we've been waiting for. Yes, you're finally. But mind you, this was like the beginning of that season too.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
yes, this is all Nunes needed. His second season, he just needed that preseason to get everything in
Preseason.
order. Nunes
Yeah.
is going to cook people. Yada yada yada, bro. Let me
Lo
tell
and
you
behold.
okay. Wait. To sum this all up, let me tell you how many goals Nunes scored at the end of that season. At the end of that season,
Mm.
Nunes played 36 Premier League games, right?
Yeah.
He scored 11 goals.
Damn it.
He was our nine.
Oh my god, that's bad. Is it also fans became toxic when Salah was chasing the record? Fans would cheer for Salah assists, but not the player would.
But
Hmm.
you cannot blame fans for supporting like a player that is giving.
Yeah, yeah.
You understand? It's
And
not
to be
more
fair,
about the
Salah
fans.
gives.
It's more about, yes,
Yeah,
Salah produces.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I
That
give
was the season Liverpool finished fifth, I think,
I give
right?
Salah so much. Was that the season Liverpool finished fifth? Was that the finish? No,
No,
no, no, no,
third,
no,
third,
no, no, no. That season we finished third. Yeah, we finished
third.
third that season.
You guys
It
were first
was
chasing the
two
title.
seasons ago that we finished fifth. That we were
Yeah,
out with Europa. That season, Cash. That season we were in Europa League that season, right? Because the previous season we finished fifth.
yeah.
Because it was horrid, bro. It was horrid. I thought that season was going to be Nunes season. That was also Klopp's last season. I thought that was Nunes season. When Nunes scores, I celebrate him, but the amount of misses. Now you guys are coming to now you guys are coming to say how many misses he got.
It brings back
Come
the
on.
emotions are bad.
I'm
Yeah,
like, some things are just, it goes to a point where Nunes, even the players he's playing with are just
bro. How do you miss that?
like, come on, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's too much.
It's just too much. You lose a lot of confidence in the player. But anyways, what
He
are your
said
final
Nunes
thoughts?
was
Oh,
mostly a bench player during his time. Let's be real. That's and it's lot.
no, I
Oh,
don't think
no,
so.
no, no, no. Generally, I actually agree with SSB on this. Like, I feel like what's his name?
Klopp,
Klopp used to start Nunes. Then after some
a
time, just look
lot.
like
He started
this.
to
This
just,
guy is not scoring and moved him to the
yeah.
bench. Started to
He now
bring him
brought him
on.
on from the bench.
Yeah,
No,
more.
the thing is, when Nunes, the season we finished fifth,
Yeah,
Nunes was a starter in that season,
yeah,
right? The season we finished fifth, he was always starting Nunes. To be honest, to
yeah,
be fair, that was kind of like a transition season for us guys. Like, that season was horrible. But then
yeah.
Nunes was a starter that season. The next season, Nunes started coming off the bench.
Off the bench. Yeah,
That was the season where I feel like that next season was season where we gave Nunes the 9. We gave him the number 9 and everything,
yeah.
but he was still coming off the bench. And then after that season, this season with Annie Slot,
Mm.
Nunes was just a confirmed bench player. He didn't really start most games. He
And the
didn't really
slot doesn't
do.
always want. He doesn't
And his
want to
Slot
be
did
the
not
young
trust
gun.
him. He just
No,
rather will play Luis Diaz as the
yeah,
false 9.
striker.
Gakpo, Luis Diaz, Salah became the kind of like the front three. Because the rest, nothing. Why
Yeah.
will you be filming, bro? Like, Osimhen ends up at Chelsea.
Ah, what fan are you?
You see
Neil,
how you feel me if Osimhen is over Chelsea? Why?
what fan are you?
You're not
Probably.
you're not a
Let me
Chelsea
let me take
fan.
a guess. Maybe an Arsenal fan.
Most likely.
Nunes got blamed for that season where
But it was not diminished.
in the
Yeah, you're right.
midfield.
Hundred
Yeah,
percent.
was
Hundred
bad.
percent.
Yes,
Hundred percent.
yes.
100%. 100. SSB, you've been looking for a way to get this ball, man. I give it to you. I give it to you. I give it to you. Yeah, anyway, but that was kind of that was good. Like that season, our midfield
Was terrible.
lead
Laggy.
leggy
Oh, I remember
Henderson.
aged. They were playing like dinosaurs.
Fabinho too was like that
Yes.
was Fabinho's last season, right? That was yeah. That was Fabinho's last season.
Yeah, was bad.
Horrid.
Was bad. Was bad. I remember.
Henderson, it was like our midfield had a hole. Oh, damn, Andy left the stream. But it was like, guys, it was like our midfield had a hole, and it was really, really horrible, man. It was really horrible. He said Osimhen should go to Arsenal and they win and they win the league. That's funny, man. Arsenal, Nunes was also a starter, and then Liverpool got fifth. Then the next season, Nunes started coming off the bench, and Liverpool got third. Then the season when Nunes didn't play much, yeah. Next season, Nunes didn't play much Liverpool, yeah. And then Liverpool also we won the league. It's kind of crazy, man. It's crazy, man. We're not blaming Nunes for everything, but at the end of the
But it takes
day,
some blame.
guys, let's be honest, man. He kind of takes some blame because you want as a nine, as a striker. Okay, think about this, guys. Compare Nunes to every other big team's nine. That's the fair way to judge Nunes.
Yes, the more they don't play him, they play better.
When Nunes came,
I also think this. Chevy is saying that if Arsenal
really,
gets Osimhen, Chevy, what if they get Gyokeres? Osimhen might even do the job for them. They don't need a
you
50
asked me,
something goal
you asked me
striker.
that. This thing that Chevy saying, you asked
Yeah,
me that question, right?
yeah,
You asked me Arsenal, Gyökeres,
yeah.
Osimhen, who should they choose?
Yeah, you
I told
said
you they should go for
Osimhen.
Osimhen, right? I
Yeah,
told you they should
yeah,
go for
you
Osimhen.
actually
The
said it.
target man, he will
Target man.
score.
And you have people
Osimhen will
that
give them
could give
15
him the
plus
ball,
goals.
right?
He will give them 15 plus goals too. So I was thinking the same thing. Say, yeah, you can't blame. Yeah, we can't blame Nunes for everything, but you think the price tag did? Maybe he did.
I think it affected him.
Maybe he did. Maybe
I
if he
think
was a
so.
50 million striker,
I
no
think so.
name, isn't good with his head. Oh,
Oh, Arsenal need Osimhen. Set piece merchants. Osimhen.
Osimhen set piece match. And Osimhen is
Osimhen is
tall.
good with his head.
Yeah.
Very good
Mm-hmm.
with his head.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe Gyokeres is not a good option.
Yeah,
Maybe
that
that's why I
price.
said
Not only that. Yeah, that's true. I was just going to reply to your SSB. Not only that price tag. I also think that comparison they had with Nunes and Haaland, that put a target on his back.
affected him too.
That put a target on his back.
Yeah.
So Gyokeres
And
isn't good
that's
with
why,
his
that's wow, Mitro is similar to Osimhen, but Osimhen is better. Decent amount. Yeah. Mitro was dangerous.
Did you? But you guys heard the rumor about Mitrovic. You
I
guys heard
heard
that
it coming to Man U.
Man U wanted to sign Mitrovic from Saudi. I don't know, Man U fans, Chevy, what's going on? Man U wanted to sign Mitrovic, and
Man U
then
are just desperate
I
for
feel like they
anybody
kind
that
of
will
changed
come.
their mind, and now it's kind of seeming like it's Gyokeres that they might go for instead of Mitrovic. But I was saying this on the live. I was telling Andy on the live one time. I was like,
Hmm.
now teams might actually start going to Saudi to sign people
Buy
to
players
buy
back.
to buy ex-proven guys and bring them back.
The
some
money is
mid
too much.
some mid-table teams will just go to Saudi. Wait,
Saudi.
you Kante, come back. You come back. You
Ivan
played
Tony.
Ivan Tony,
You've had
15
enough
plus
money.
goals.
Let's go
Come back.
back to the league. Yes, I notice
Mm-hmm.
players are leaving or reject. That's it. You can't use
Because
money
it's
to buy
hot.
everything. That's
It's
the weather.
hot.
Hmm.
It's so hot. Like imagine playing in the heat. You're playing in the heat. At the end of the day, you have all this money, but you cannot really spend the money the way you want. I guess collect the back for a few years and then just dip.
Yeah, that's the best thing actually. So you put Mitrovic and Osimhen in the same sentence. Chevy has started midfield this season.
He's not saying Mitrovic and Osimhen like are the same. He said Osimhen is better than Mitrovic. That's what he said, right? Where was that chat? That's what he said.
Oh,
He
he's
said they
talking
are
about what SSG
similar.
said.
Yeah,
No, he just said he's similar, but Osimhen is better.
yeah, that's what he said. He said
Yeah,
they are similar, but Osimhen is better.
yeah, it's true. He says he's a World Cup here. That's why Messi are leaving. Yeah,
Oh, that's a good
I
point.
need a bomb for that
That's
as
a good point. Wow, SSB always dropping W's. That's a good point. That's actually a solid point. I actually didn't think of that because players want to get into more competitive leagues so that they
well.
can get called up by their country. I didn't think of it
Yeah,
that way. I actually thought it was
that's
more of a I thought it was more of just a people are just tired of the league, basically. They are not similar. Anyways, what are your final thoughts, Andy?
final thoughts. I think to me, like Osimhen should make up his mind. What does he
Mm-hmm.
want?
Yeah.
Right? He wants money, big
Mm-hmm.
wages. He wants England. No. He wants big money. He wants Champions League. Now he
Mm-hmm.
wants England.
Yeah.
Like, bro, there are only two clubs that could buy you
Mm-hmm.
based on your specification: Chelsea and Arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
It's clear that Arsenal is going for Sesko.
Mm-hmm.
Ateta likes Sesko. Do you get?
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea is not willing to pay big salary. So what are you doing? Like, make up your mind.
Yeah.
Something has to give. That's for Osimhen.
Exactly. Something has to give.
Gyokeres, only like time will tell. Maybe you
Mm-hmm.
end up going to like a Juventus.
Mm-hmm.
Gyokeres might just go to Juventus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the thing. Osimhen, he wants to go to. He's a Chelsea fan.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen his jerseys when he was smaller with wearing Chelsea jerseys, right? He's a Chelsea fan. But the problem is the salary. Bro cannot come and be on peanuts.
He's a
Um,
family man. He has
Yes, yeah.
kids.
And he
He
has to
has a
secure his future.
yeah. He has a kid. He
Yeah,
has a
as a
family.
Niger boy too, he has to
You don't
secure
know.
his
You don't know
future.
the black tax. You don't
Black
know how
tax
much.
is there.
You don't know how much is
Out of the
even
200K,
school fees is
100K
paid.
black tax. You talk of UK tax, then black tax on top of
By
that.
the time they tax that 120, because if you pay 120 UK, they'll collect like almost 30% of that money
Then
gone.
you now talk of black tax, 20%.
Imagine that means he's earning like maybe 80 something K per
80.
week or less.
If his salary is 120, his take home per week is 40K.
It's too
Yes, when
small.
you combine UK tax and black tax.
It's too small. It's too
Yeah,
small.
yeah.
I think Chelsea just bites that bullet, bro.
Bite it and
You're
just
going to the Champions League. You want to
yeah,
win more trophies. Bite that bullet by Osimhen.
yeah.
Imagine you have Osimhen coming in. You have that Estavo boy. On the other side, you have are you guys signing Nico Williams? Let's say maybe you
No
sign Nico.
Gittins. They want to sign Gittins.
Gittins is the left wing. Okay, so
Yeah.
Gittins comes in on the left wing. You have Estavo or Pedro Neto on the
You
right.
have Palmer
You
through the
have Cole
middle.
Palmer through the middle.
You have
It's
a
solid.
good
It's
team.
actually
Good
actually
team.
a very strong team.
Yeah.
Very very strong team. Yeah, Osimhen can get. Yeah, he can get endorsement. He'll get a lot of endorsements if he comes.
Yeah.
Actually, he'll get a lot of endorsements. It's up to Osimhen.
Yeah.
Will Osimhen come to Chelsea? I don't know. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. All right, you guys. My final thoughts. I don't know what's gonna happen if Osimhen comes to Chelsea, but I feel like Osimhen should just bite that bullet. Either just take the low wages and then have that maybe that renegotiation should happen at some point when you score your
Yes. After a
15 plus
year.
15
Yeah.
plus goals when you're Premier League proven. If
Yeah.
Chelsea are still not willing to increase the pay, you've played in Chelsea, you've given them a great season. Another club will come for you.
Will come for you. Yeah.
Right? You're opening yourself up being in a competitive league than staying
And
in
maybe
Galatasaray or
put a release clause in your contract.
put the release
If
clause in
they
your
refuse, if they
yeah,
refuse to pay or increase your salary, there should be a release clause there. Exit
exactly.
clause.
So
Right?
in that sense, I don't feel like you should because we don't want a situation of wasted potential.
No.
If you have the ability to perform and compete on the higher level, then go and
Yeah.
compete on the higher level. Don't be one of
Exactly.
those guys where we're like, oh, what could have been? Like when we think of Neymar and we're like, oh, it's what
Yeah.
could have been. It could
Oh
have been
yeah.
the goat or whatever.
Or talk about
So
Okocha. I say what could
yeah,
have
don't be
been.
one of those
He went
African
to
players.
Saudi too, I think, or
You know,
Qatar.
I don't know.
So
Then don't be
yeah.
one of those players that is just what could have been. So I think, that would be good. For Gyokeres, I don't know why teams are not rushing after Gyokeres. I don't know why that's the case. This is a man that we just calculated his conversion rate on the stream. 62% conversion rate.
Yeah,
By the way,
that's
you want, like what Chevy was saying in the chat, right? You want your
35 at
striker
least.
to have 35 and above.
Yeah.
Gyokeres has 60 something percent conversion rate. Yet he's in Portuguese league. But let him come to the EPL and let's
Yeah.
see if he can still produce the same thing. He
It would
was in
be nice to
championship.
see him in the EPL. Yeah.
Championship and EPL is not too, well, quality is different, but still, I still feel like he will not do too bad in the EPL, right? So I
No.
think it's something that we'll see, but we'll keep monitoring transfers as we keep going. You guys, don't forget, we stream every day,
Every single day. Yeah.
PM CST. If you're new to our stream, make sure you subscribe. We're on the road to 3K. You guys get us there, guys.
Get us there,
On the road
please.
to 3K, we stream every day. Don't forget, June 20.
You said it's getting close.
June 20. You guys get ready. June 20, we have a special stream. Chelsea versus Flamengo Club World Cup. We are
Yeah.
back with a powerful special stream. My brother got challenged by some Brazilian Flamengo fans. They said they are
On
going
the
to be
chat.
back June 20
Yeah.
to laugh at Chelsea. I personally joined that challenge.
And they
I said,
claimed that Flamingo is like the Real Madrid in Brazil.
they said
Imagine.
Flamengo is a bigger club than Chelsea. Chelsea are boys. So I joined them and I said, if Chelsea lose to Flamengo, I'll bring my champagne and pop it on the stream and enjoy myself and laugh at Chelsea. So you guys, make sure you come back June 20. It's going to be an exciting stream. We appreciate you guys for joining our stream. SSB, all the guys that joined. Casper, man, there's so many people. Cash, Neil, Chevy, all you guys. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys as always tomorrow. You guys, I appreciate you, man.
Bye.
Ciao.